Yo, Jazzy TV here. I'm here with Morgan C. What's good, yo?
It's gang. What's up, man?
What's up with you? What you been on?
Man, just grinding, making this music, man. How are you?
Good, chilling.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little about yourself, what you do and stuff?
Okay. I'm 20. Call me Morgan C, but I'm an artist. I think I want to stand for pretty much everything music. So I do a little bit of everything. I sing, I rap, produce, engineer. So mix, master. But the main goal is really to just change the world, put out music that people can feel and mess with. You know what I mean?
So what kind of got you into music and what made you want to start doing music?
Straight up, my dad. Where we at is actually my pop's studio. So since a little girl, I just been around it, been to different shows, seeing how things go. And just from a little girl, I've always just knew this was my destiny, my purpose.
Do you remember what your first song was that you wrote and I did?
Yeah, I was I was like 5. I used to sneak and take my dad's camera and sit it in his little studio in the house and record. So I think I was maybe 5 or 6. It was something crazy, nothing serious, but I've been recording, making music for a long time, honestly.
So how long have you been doing it more seriously, kind of being more real with it?
So I hooped. Fun fact, I hooped in high school, and pretty much I got injured really, really bad. And I wasn't messing with just watching the games on the sidelines and different things, and I always did music. So I think I just started disliking basketball more, and then when I was 16, my sophomore year, I had a Sweet 16, and that's where I announced to all my friends, did a live performance, and after it announced, I'm quitting basketball and I'm doing music full-fledged. So 16, so it's been 4 years that I've been really, really, really grinding and taking it serious.
So what position did you play when you're doing basketball?
Center.
Center?
Yeah, big boy. Yeah, I was a little beast, but I definitely don't think I was no WNBA type, I really always just had the knack for music, was singing. Everybody on the team knew me as a singer, So I always knew that was gonna be, had to try out different things though to stay active.
You still watch basketball now?
Yeah, I love basketball.
What team is your favorite team?
Clippers.
Clippers.
Don't come at me, but I love the Clippers. Yeah, I'm Clipper gang. I don't care. To the day I die. Yes.
So what are you working on right now? What music you been working on?
I got so much. I got a plethora of different records, but right now I'm working on putting together a EP, and I have a few singles on the side we're gonna drop before then. But right now it's just getting it out, being consistent with it so people can vibe and really get to know who Morgan C is,
So where are you originally from?
So I was born out here in California at Pomona Valley Hospital, boom. And my parents were not together, so, I traveled here and there, but I really developed, I would say, in the empire. You know what I'm saying? I went to middle school, everything out there, high school, and that's where I really met my friend group and, started connecting.
What would you say is your most popular song right now that you have out?
Oh, man. Okay, that's a good question. I say people like the Your Way with me and Uno the Activist. And what else? I know people really like Truth or Dare with me and Chink. Run It Up with me and Lane. It's a few records that I think people mess with. Everybody got a vibe for different things.
So I seen you performing at the Blue Bucks concert. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Man, I don't know. The homies was DJing come on, you gotta turn it up. So me, I'm okay. What's up? So you was there?
Yeah.
What you think about it?
It was cool. It was pretty popular. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Everyone was turning up.
What you think about my little performance?
That definitely got everyone started. You feel me, for the big event.
Yeah.
Everyone was vibing to the music.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I loved it. I wasn't really nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was just gunning it. I was like, man, I don't care who know me, who don't. I'm finna turn it up. So I'm really blessed how that turned out. It was really fun. I don't know. I'll do it all again though.
So were you originally supposed to perform, or was it kind of a last minute type thing?
Yeah, no, they had me on the set. I had a few other homies, but pretty much the venue, the person who owned it is my good friend. So he was like, I don't care what you think. Like, we're going up. You're doing it. But even Blue Bloods after was like, oh, shit. Who are you?
So that was your first performance, right?
Nah.
Oh, no? What was your first performance at?
I think my first serious performance, I put on like this little showcase live band on some like jazz R&B stuff. My mentors put it together for their fundraiser. So I'll say that was like my first serious performance. But I've been performing, practicing, you know, so that I know how to put on a show and not just sing, but actually perform. You know what I mean?
What's your favorite like collab you have with like artists?
I'll say Uno. I gotta say Uno the Activist because I feel like that was like the most surprising, I think, collab ever. He hopped in here and I didn't even know who Uno the Activist was. I just knew him as Uno. And we really had this organic session, like made a hit. Then after he followed me, I look at his page, I'm like, this Uno the Activist, like Gunna times Trippie Redd times Uno the Activist, you feel me? So I'm like, that's hard, like, okay. So I think that was like my craziest, but my favorite is me and my pops Seasons on his new album. I just think it's raw. It's as good as you could get, I think.
So how'd you and Uno kind of like link up and like meet?
My dad's old manager's daughter, we have been connected throughout the time, and she just was like, I'm finna pull up and bring my homie Uno. I'm like, all right, pull up. Literally like that. We was cooking up. Another like big name celebrity was supposed to pull up that night and kind of like ditched on us, me and a homie. So it was crazy. Uno just walked in like, oh, this is fire. Like, what's up? What's up with it? Just hopped on it. You feel me? And the rest is history, really.
So there's anyone right now you can work with? Like, who would you be like a dream collab for you?
That's a good question. I have to say, right now, Ty Dolla $ign. Ty Dolla $ign. I feel like that's the more mature version of me. Musically, I feel like he's just versatile, could hop on anything and just make it him. And very musical, you know, with the harmonies and different things. And I always keep that dear and near to me, you know what I mean?
So would you say he's kind of an artist that like influences you or like you kind of look up to?
That's a good question. I say vocally, Jasmine Sullivan, my favorite vocalist of all time. But just as an artist right now, I've really been paying attention to Megan Thee Stallion. She's an Aquarius like me, and I really think she's just been applying pressure like constantly since she dropped her first record. And that's kind of how I want to go about it. It's just when I drop, it's like, damn, you ain't got no choice but to tap in and see who it is. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel like it's somebody I've been peeping lately. Yeah.
So how do you feel about more like upcoming female rappers now, like in the game? Cause like Strictly, it used to be like mostly like male rappers, like people didn't really listen to like the females. But now like there's a lot of them coming up and they have like a lot to say. Like, what do you feel about that?
I love it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like women always been harder than men on the low. You know what I'm saying? Just in terms of being real, I just feel like women is raw with it. Like I've been saying, like Remy Ma and Lil Kim, that's most of these niggas, but. I feel like I just think it's dope because what it does is just creates a lane for me. Somebody sitting in here in North Hollywood grinding. Because now it's like with the singing, I then took on the rapping. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like seeing other women, especially black women, do it. It's just like the OGs. You feel me? They making a way for me to come step and do me, you know? So, yeah.
So how do you feel about like difference between like IE music and like LA music and like kind of being like in LA making music and stuff?
I'm gonna be real, like I don't feel like there's much substance coming out of the IE.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of hard for people to like come up from like over there.
Yeah, not even that. I just feel like it takes a certain level to get there, and it's not that people out the IE ain't getting there. It's just they not investing in themselves enough to get there. Like. You might have a hard song, but a whack mix. Yo, it ain't going nowhere. You might got a hard song and a whack video. Nobody's gonna watch it. You feel me? So I feel like it's dope people like, you know, do the damn thing. If you know who that is coming out the IE, a lot of people, tons of dope people, but a lot of it ain't substance. You know what I mean? It ain't lasting. So I feel like it's a new little wave of people popping out right now. But in terms of LA is just more gritty. You know what I mean? You got the suburbs in the IE. You got a little bit of here and there, but a lot of people in the IE used to live in LA. So it's kind of like, I feel like LA is just a little more gritty with it. in terms of the rap, but I feel like in terms of like my lane of R&B, I ain't really heard nobody too solid coming out the IE with that. What you think? Female R&B? What you think?
I don't know. The IE is like most people kind of get to a certain level. I feel like, and I feel like it's kind of like a cap, and like no one really passes like
surpasses right certain things. Right,
they all it's all like leveled out.
Right, and that's how I feel. Like I always say, it's a bigger picture. It's longevity, not who booms first, but who can boom and sustain themselves the longest. You get me?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not really tripping about booming first. I'm tripping about when I boom, how can I make myself boom till I'm 50, 60, 80? And if that means investing in businesses, you know, taking my money, taking my platform and helping and investing and doing things that's going to make me sustain myself, I'm not tripping about blowing right this second. Because when I do, whoo, it's going to be like, whoa, what's going on? Who is this? You know what I mean? And I think, like you said, it's a cap. But I think because nobody has really worked out how to pass that or surpass it. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, damn, I forgot what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Do you feel like more people are helpful, like, in LA than the IE? Like, if you're, like, kind of upcoming in LA and you kind of, like, reach out for, like, studios and, like, people kind of bring you up with them, do you think that's more common in LA than, like, the IE?
Well, I'll tell you, I made a hell of a lot more connections out here in LA than the IE, which is why I moved. I moved out here with my pops because it was just like...
People are more to themselves, like, over there, like...
Yeah,
like,
it's very hard to connect.
If they don't know you, they're not really gonna, like, fuck with you like that.
Right. Exactly. And also, I just feel like it ain't as much going, like, in terms of movers and shakers business, you know? Maybe it'll be like that in the long run, but right now, it ain't many movers and shakers and businessmen and any labels that are based out the IE. You get me? So it's kind of like LA is a place to be if you're not New York, you feel me, Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So.
All right, y'all, well, that was Morgan C. Anything else you want to say?
I don't know, just be ready for the music and all that. I appreciate you.
Oh, you got a release date on the tape?
Don't pressure me, man. 2021, guaranteed,
all right.
guaranteed.
Thanks for y'all tapping in, links in the bio.
Gang.